Alright, so welcome back. Now, after designing your application, now here we are going into the main business. Now we are going into the app section. So this is actually the component of your applications. This is the real application. This is where the real content of your application lies. You can see when we started creating our application, this was the first thing we entered, as you can see on the screen. So here under the section is where you can see all the components inside your application. So now you can create a new component. Now here is where you can create different things inside your application. You can add a new web. You can add an HTML code if you are good in coding. So you can add videos, audios. You can create a quiz application, a sticker application, a product application, a chat application, a chat finder, a text and image, an office, a forum, a games. So now under this section is the real deal, the component of your application. So like I said, here you can actually create different things. This is where you design your app how you want. So whatever you want to integrate into your application, this is actually where you do that. So whatever you add here into the section is what is going to display to your users in your application. So if you are creating an application for a quiz, you can actually create it here. You can add it here. So and actually I'm going to be showing us a practical application. So I'm going to develop a quiz applications for us, and I think that is going to be a good guide for us. So here now let's go to Office. Office is just like where people can contact you. So you can add a new office and put your informations, and you can just create a kind of form. When people want to contact you, they have to fill a particular form. So those forms you can select, you can configure the form, how you want the form to look like, the information you want to collect about the users. Also you can choose the color, anything you like. This is where the conversations appear after somebody sent you a message. Now after doing that, you can also create product management on your application. You can add products on your application. So if you are creating an e-commerce application, here is where you can actually do that. Create a new product. You can give your product a reference number. Maybe you can say 001 or maybe 002, like that, depending on how you want it. Then you also give your product a title, maybe shoe or wears, like that. Then you can select, you can input a text, the description you want to display under your product, and now you can now put your buyer's link, where the link when the buyer click on buy product, where is going to lead them. If you have an e-commerce website, you can actually put the link of the product there. Also, if you are just using your WhatsApp as a means of selling your product, then you can also integrate your WhatsApp link into the product. So, and once the buyer clicks, it directs them to you. You can edit the price of your product, so buyers will see the price. So no need of just asking you the price again when they are messaging you or when they are buying it on your website. So you have to add the image of the product. You select the price. You can add as many images about the product as possible. So depending on your choice, you can input the links and then you save. Now you can also manage your product by adding them into categories. Categories is just like grouping your product into different categories. Just like let's say clothing. Now when you say clothing, clothing is just a category. Now under that clothing you can have different kind of wears. That is exactly what categories mean. So you can create a category for your products. Now you can do that. These are other options that are available under the categories that you can do. How you want it to show to people, either ascending or descending order. How you just want your product to display to people. That is that under that as well. So as well, you can also